Hey friends, it's your long lost friend Carrie Ella VSG, and I wanted to touch base and thank everyone who commented on my last video when I was a week out of surgery. I apologize I haven't responded to any of the comments, and I must admit it's kind of been my MO lately. Responding to people in general has not been a strong suit of mine, but I'm vowing to do better about that. So for those of you who commented on my last video, thank you for reaching out to me. I did read everyone, and they did mean a lot to me, and I'm sorry that the place that I was in mentally was not in a better one to respond to your kindness, but it's getting better, although it's probably hard to tell that since I put so much effort into my appearance this evening, but it has been on my heart that I need to get on here, thinking that later down the road there will be people who come across my videos, and when I was pre-op, I wanted to absorb as much as I could, and so I need to do that for the next group of folks. Sorry for my shakiness here. So I am day 22 from surgery as of today. I had the gastric sleeve, and I'm going to share my weight for the first time. My highest weight, recorded weight, in this process was in December, and that was 332. And my day of surgery weight, I can't remember honestly if it was 315 or 318. It doesn't really matter, but my current weight is 294. So that means I've either lost 21 or 24 pounds. But either way, what difference does it really make? I've lost that weight regardless. I'm happy about it. As in my last video, I'm still kind of struggling with the thought, which tells me that this is going to be, and already has been, way harder than I thought it was going to be. Psychologically, I thought I was prepared for the different feelings that I would have. I thought I had read all the articles, I had read so many studies, I had watched so many YouTube videos, I knew what to expect. I'm sure it'll be hard, there'll be things that I'll miss, later. Was not at all prepared for what the first 3 weeks would be like for me. First week was the worst, and for me that was not just the oh, I can't eat things, because I didn't want to eat. It was more of, I don't want to eat, I have to eat, they want me to get all this protein in, and that's still my problem. I don't want to eat. Eating scares me, and drinking scares me. I'm afraid I'm going to drink too fast, afraid I'm going to eat too fast. Nobody likes to throw up. I mean, I know this, but I've thrown up 3 times in the past week, and I probably hadn't thrown up 3 times in the past 5 years. I just avoid it as much as I can. I'm trying to figure out at this point. I know one night I drank some water just way too fast, and it was some protein water actually, and I remember taking this big gulp and thinking, oh, that was a mistake. I should have gotten up and spit it out, but instead I just drank, like swallowed a little bit at a time, and it was 10 minutes later that I was throwing up. And then these last 2 times, Monday and then last night, so again, and today's Saturday, it was about 5 or 10 minutes after I took a medication that I've been taking for years and had been taking even before this last week. So I got sick, and I took it Monday, and then I didn't take it for a couple nights, and then when I've taken it again, oh, that's right, last night and the night before when I took it, I got sick. So I'm kind of thinking it might be that, which is very frustrating. So I don't know. There's a lot of trial and error with this. There's so many different messages you see and you see what some people can eat and what you can eat, and I don't know. There's just so much information out there, and I'm not really sure that this video is telling you anything other than I've been struggling. My buyer's remorse is settling down a little bit, because I definitely had that. Just thought, what have you done? You walked into the hospital with a fully functioning organ, and you had 80% of it cut out. Really? You could not do anything else? And I had to go back and read those things that I'd written down, why I had done it. And I had to remind myself all the things I've tried, all the things I have done. And as I say, as a person of faith, I have to also remember that I prayed a lot about this and asked God to open the doors for me if this was, if this was the right thing for me or if it was acceptable for me to please open those doors. And every door did open. So I have to trust that it's okay. But I struggle with, oh my gosh, you're getting less than 500 calories a day. How can this be good for you? Already starting to worry about my hair. It's not falling yet, but I'm only 21 days. I know that happens like at month 3 or 4, and that just kind of has me a little anxious. Speaking of anxious, mornings are the worst for me. I actually am completely anxious at the idea of waking up in the mornings, and not in a, oh my God, I'm so depressed kind of way, which I've been there before. But this is more in the, oh my gosh, if I just stay in bed, I don't have to worry about drinking. I don't have to drink. I don't have to eat, which is obviously not the case. Just laying there for, sleeping in until 10 o'clock and then laying there for an hour, or if I'm truthful, 2 hours, still does not negate that I should have been drinking fluids and getting up and getting started. It's just hard. But every day has been a little bit better. But part of that has just been a true anxiety. Like I have felt completely anxious about the idea of starting my day. I've made the point to leave the house. So I will encourage you to do the same thing if you're struggling, even if that means to just go sit outside for a few minutes, enjoy the spring or whatever season it is, enjoy some sunshine, force yourself to spend time with people that care about you. I have at least stopped ignoring phone calls. I have stopped ignoring texts, and I'm responding to people, and I'm going to people's houses when they ask me to, especially Ashley and Harper. They're the ones I talk about, or I've shared about. Ashley's like my sister, and I consider her daughter my niece. Ashley's my best friend, and Harper's her daughter. In fact, I slept at their house 2 nights last week, and that helped me. Their dog had surgery, so I was kind of helping out with her and keeping her company during the day, and that was really good for me because Scout used to live with me, so that was helpful. But truthfully, today I spent the whole day there, and then I was anxious about coming home and being by myself. I'm starting back to work day after tomorrow on Monday. I was originally going to take 2 weeks off, and with the help of some of my friends from work and realizing how I was doing at the end of last week, I just wasn't ready. So I extended my FMLA time, and my boss has been great. He's like, if you're not ready to come back, you don't have to come back. You do what you need to do for you, which at this point I realize if I don't go back to work, it's not because I'm not physically ready or really mentally ready. It's just that I'm anxious and don't want to go anywhere. So I've heard some people say that when they got back to work, it actually made things easier. In fact, I went to a new life class at my hospital this week and ran into a girl that we had done our pre-op classes together, and she said that she's actually done better getting her fluids in being at work. She said she's more conscious about it at work than she was at home. So I'm kind of hoping that that's my experience too. I feel like this video has been a lot of nothing, but it's where I'm at. It's what I've been doing. It's my weight loss, and I am just plugging right along and trying to keep a positive attitude and trying to stop living in fear, because that's not what my life is about. And which reminds me, I had bought this really cute, well, cute's probably not the right word. I had bought this little daily calendar for a friend of mine. It's called can you see that? Yeah. You're Going to Be Okay. Encouraging truth your heart needs to hear, especially for the hard days. I had gotten that when I did a basket for a coworker's wife who had had a double mastectomy about a month and a half ago. And when I saw it for her and was putting her basket together, I also thought, that's probably going to come in handy for me. So I bought myself one too. And the messages have all been awesome. And today, as I'm filming, it's April 9th, and it says, you are here, still moving forward and asking God to help you. You are stronger than you know. So that's just been a great message. This little daily calendar has been awesome for me. I don't know. I hope you don't feel like you wasted your time watching this video. I am so thankful for the encouragement and the friendships that are out there. You guys are awesome. I wish you the best in the next coming week or weeks. Not sure when I will come back on, but I will tell you one thing I am doing differently than a lot of others, sort of intentionally and sort of not. I am not weighing all the time. In fact, I don't know, it's like kind of funny. My scale broke last week, and in a way that it tries to tell me that I've lost 75 pounds already. Clearly, that's not true. So I need to buy another scale, but then I thought maybe I don't need to buy another scale because I don't want to become obsessed with that number. My goal was to be healthy. My goal was to fit better in clothes. Then that's what I need to focus on, and not so much that number, really. So my friend Ashley has a scale at her house, and that's where I got my number today, which was down 2 pounds from where I was when I went to my official doctor's visit on Tuesday, which everything went well there. Probably should have gone into more detail there, but anyway, he says everything's good. I'm ahead of the game. My incisions look great. He was pleased with where I was with fluids, pleased with where I was with protein, just told me to keep working on the fluids because, oh, you guys, that's still not any easier for me. I'm doing well to get 32 in, plus lots of sugar-free popsicles. So that is an area that I've got to work on. But anyway, again, in closing again, I appreciate all of you, and I hope that you're doing well. Take care.